In the astrology of June 17th, we have an interesting series of transits starting with Mercury and Venus reaching a square with Neptune at 29 degrees Pisces. So what happens with this square is, of course, the Mercury-Neptune square creates a lot of confusion, especially around problem solving, planning, trying to get everything in order, trying to get all the correct information, and to just sort of decide and discern which information we've just received is accurate and which is more illusionary. And then, of course, with the Venus-Neptune square, at the same time, we're going to be experiencing some of this confusion in our relationships and our business partnerships, as well as just general financial matters. But then the two of them, Mercury and Venus, move into Cancer and reach their conjunction. So there's a lot of power that sort of is emanating between Mercury and Venus right now. Their square with Neptune was incredibly intense, and their movement into Cancer sort of gives us a little bit of preview about what this Cancer season holds, which is in many ways, shapes, and forms much like in line with the energy of the water rat, which we're experiencing today, a matter of simplifying in order to find the right answer, simplifying things, bringing things down to a state of relaxation, figuring out which areas in life we are overcomplicating things and creating the confusion that is plaguing us rather than necessarily the confusion coming externally. So it's really important to figure out what have we thought about so much that we've actually created the problems we're trying to fix, and when those have occurred, where can we kind of like start back from square one and re-look at everything as if we are a beginner once again. So it's really about re-entering the beginner's mindset, going back to when we were in the apprenticeship stage rather than after we had mastered something, and perhaps trying to rest on the achievement or the information that we've gathered and gained over time in the past, and instead being able to step back into the beginner's mindset so we can start things over again and get a fresh perspective. Because with that fresh perspective, we're going to be able to combine all that we already know with all the things that we don't know. And sort of this evaluation is a very necessary thing to have happen, especially after this square with Neptune, where so much confusion has happened. Now, this is a waxing square, so this square with Neptune essentially has shown us the kind of initial challenges, the initial difficulties. This leads us towards, of course, in the future, the Mercury-Venus opposition with Neptune, and that happens when the two of them are in Virgo. So we have quite a bit of time before that occurs, but it's important to keep in mind because that will, of course, then represent the preview for what's coming up in the final square between Mercury and Venus before they conjunct once more and the cycle begins again in a different way than last time. Also, this is so important because the way this square is happening while Neptune is still in Pisces, we've got to remember that we're going to get a preview next year in March of 2025 where Neptune is actually going to step into Aries. So it's going to be really, really powerful for us to experience. So thank you guys for tuning in today as always, and I will talk to you all tomorrow.